Part two. There's emotions involved with these kinds of difficulties or struggles or just occurrences maybe in the world. Unlike my world here in my home where, might get a little disco party or something, like this disco party. But in all honestness and, humbleness, I like the government. I don't think there needs to not be a government and there should be anarchy. Like I read books about in college with Noam Chomsky and the Palestinian struggle in Israel and what's been happening. And I've got water, I got water here. I can drink. I see it all the time. I'm like, oh, water. When I was homeless, I had to carry a little bit, fill it up. But here it's like, no, I just go by the disco light and just water. Just water. So what I'm trying to explain has to do with the structure. I think Dr. Nordhoff and maybe the systems, and the processes that he's described in the spontaneous brain. And I got another book over on my desk, but in a few books, and I've read in other sources about the brain, the body, and the world. And I've kind of overemphasized the mind because I think it's like glasses. The body wants it. The body and the eyes want the glasses when you have bad eyesight, so you can see consciously better. But seeing consciously better has less to do with the language, the behavior, and the sounds and the visual experience of the world than it does the problem that needs to get solved. In other words, you can imagine glasses. You can think about seeing better. I've been around my cousin before. He owns a natural health food shop. And he said he does these eye exercises. And I tease because he was a very smart and is a very smart man. But did these eye exercises and said, no, glasses are horrible. And said they make your eyes worse. So he did exercise because he technically, I think, said he needed them. He had eye difficulty, but wasn't willing to do glasses. So, he didn't just imagine, he did physical stuff and, naturopathic and stuff. He owned a natural health food store. So he was into those kinds of options. But when you just imagine glasses or you just imagine beauty and choose to go out into the world and sadly choose to imagine being in another person's home world, and not only home world, but I've heard said, I am in Donald Trump's head. No, I am in Mr. President Donald Trump's head. And he's listening to me, but I am in his head, she said. Inside his mind. Invading privacy and sanctity and sacredness. Not so unlike what's taking place in the world. Choosing to do these slow, progressive changes to get the bodies to pay attention, especially in Washington State, to climate change and not do so much bad stuff and to not hurt as many people with your behavior, language, appearance, and less police and security personnel. To help those minorities, to get rid of racism, to fight the bad and evil, and to solve poverty. Social houses, food stamps, ABD, money a month like Social Security, free meals downtown on the bridge, free bus passes. Along with shootings downtown, along with needles in the streets, along with people who are so consciously aware and such focused attention, they let you know before you even know they're there what they're letting you know. And it's to pay attention, to be conscious, to be aware. So then you're more aware, you're more attentive, you have social housing, you talk, you do stuff, you go there and do this and that. And you just move around what's happening with the bullies, the disgustingness, the lying, the restrictions, the limitedness of life and the world, all to make the world better. And their vision, they say, I guess, supposedly gets us into a better place on earth with less police, less brutality, less people who make people uneasy and afraid with their guns and their flashlights and their badges and their flashing lights. And these dedicated, smart and intelligent young people and old people, once in a while dressed in black, once in a while with cultural clothing, out to help. But religion is frowned upon unless you have a hijab or a burqa. Religion is disgusting if you go to that church where they molested that kid. You're gonna get beaten, you're gonna get tortured, you're gonna get almost destroyed if you even mention gay. Without the proper description for what you are talking about. For a better United States of America. They're angry because of the Vietnam War. They're angry because of the Iraq War. They're angry because of Afghanistan. They're angry because of North Korea. They're angry because of Russia. They're angry because of China. They love everybody on the planet. Nobody's out to hurt them, ever. hacking, fighting, facial recognition, Muslims in China getting sent away to who knows where, Tibetans gone. Freedom. These people describe with their language. They're providing with their hands, their faces, their bodies. And will get rid of all of the bad and all of the not so good.